Hi everybody. So I have an announcement to make, and I love myself, so I'm gonna share it with you. And so I've told you that God was here on the planet for this physical ascension. That only makes sense. Like, they say we're the last planet. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Either way, this planet is ascending, and of course God would be here for that, right? Like, come on. Like, part of ego is being conceited, right? And we can't be conceited enough to think that God isn't here or wasn't here. Because my announcement is she's back. I felt it in my heart. And I called Father God, and I know he hasn't been online always, but that's not really the point either. Okay, God came here to get him and all of us, because it just kind of works like that, right? Like, she's working for all of us at the same time, but obviously she's working for her twin, right? God created Father God out of her heart, because who gives birth? Women do. Guys obviously are part of the equation, but let's just be real here. Like, so I mean, it makes sense that God would be a feminine, right? The receptive, the creative, and then the masculine does it. You know? So I called him because you know, I was standing up for what I truly felt in my heart. And I felt like they were hearing me wrong. And they'll probably never agree to that. And I won't either. Who cares, right? Let it go, I guess, right? But that's what we do. We stand up for what's in our heart. And surrender. But I'm going to tell you from my own personal experience, if you really feel something, doing something just because you're supposed to, that's an iffy place. Because, like, if you trust God and you know that God is here, like, you feel her, and I met her, okay? And she tells you to do something, then do it. But I didn't have that same relationship with Dad, you know? I didn't trust it. It's not like I didn't believe he wasn't Father God and, like, who Mom chose. Because she came back and she found him, man. By flashing her tits. She went to Metatron, flashed her tits. He exits out. Father's like, wait, go back. And anyone's ego is going to be like, oh, what, you just want to see some tits, Dad? First of all, probably. And second of all, you recognize the energy. Okay? You love somebody, you recognize the energy. So what, so God ascended, passed away to the 3D motherfuckers. You thought she had to be a baby to come back? Like, that's funny. Why would she ascended, bro? She can do whatever the fuck she wants. Like, she was always able to do whatever she wanted to, but before her contract was to be a reflection of what humanity would give to her. I don't know what her contract is now. Probably just, feel it in your heart, right? And, even as I say that, I'm like, I don't know if they're there yet. Can you even feel it in the heart? But I don't mean that in a bad way. I just, don't try to figure it out with your mind, bro. So yeah, that's my fucking announcement. It's Mom's back. And she's in fucking Australia. I got 2 books in my fucking Google Play books. Like, I'm just gonna give you some synchronicities, okay? Some sprinkles. I feel a breeze when I say that. So, I got 2, and one's Return of the Bird Tribe. Mom was the Hopi prophecy. I mean, she's every prophecy, right? She's God. And we're all part of God. I don't want you to be hurt by me saying God's here. You're part of God. She's here being what unconditional love actually is. That's the... And we're releasing all that isn't unconditional love, because that is what the Ascension is returning back to light. To God. God being with God, dude. And so I've had that book there forever, and I've only gotten halfway through it because my fucking ego is just like, I don't want to know the truth, man. Because then I gotta feel bad that I'm not doing my best. Fuck. And I know that's how other people feel. Like, that ain't just me. It's alright. So this is me relating to you, okay? And the other one is this fucking Australian book called Mutant Messages. And I read it the last time I was in fucking jail. And this woman's like, look, I know, like, she's like, either you believe me or you don't, but this is my truth. Yeah, bud. Oh, it's so good. And I'm like, yeah, mom, because, like, dude, like, I know, like, I'm gonna say I know she's like, shit, get the energy right? I've had, like, doubts about the dad thing. I'm like, maybe we're just all gonna fucking ascend in our hearts and we'll just meet up together then. And that was kind of a conceited thought, too, because, like, what, God just didn't get to participate in the good parts? Like, the good shit? Like, come on. No. Like, she made her move. Like, I'm sure the frequencies had to be somewhere, like, and then we got there, and then now she's like, cool, I ain't coming back and shit. And, so, like, that was, like, a little message to me, because I was like, and, dude, I saw it in his eyes. I saw it in Metatron's eyes. I was like, Jesus, fuck, that's mom looking at me. I was like, whoa, boy, what's going on? I was like, because love doesn't lie. Love doesn't lie. Alright, with that said,